What if you could move through life with unshakable calm, immune to insults, anger, or the chaos stirred by others? This isn't an unattainable dream. It's the foundation of Stoic wisdom. For centuries, Stoicism has taught that while we cannot control the world around us, we can always control our response to it. Your peace of mind is yours to guard, and no one can take it from you without your consent. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or withdrawing from life. It's about building the inner strength to face challenges with clarity, grace, and resilience. Anger and frustration aren't signs of strength. They're chains that bind us to external forces. The Stoics challenge us to break those chains and live a life of true freedom, rooted in reason and self-mastery. If you're ready to reclaim your inner power and rise above life's provocations, you've come to the right place. Subscribe to the Stoic Code channel and join a community dedicated to mastering the art of tranquility and living with purpose. 1. Mastering your reactions. The power of pause. Life often throws us into situations where our first instinct is to react impulsively, whether it's snapping back at an insult, rushing to defend our ego, or letting anger dictate our actions. But here's the truth. Reacting without thought hands control of your emotions to others. Stoicism teaches us a better way, the power of the pause. Imagine this. Someone criticizes you harshly. Your initial impulse might be anger or frustration. Instead, take a deep breath, step back mentally, and ask yourself, does this deserve my energy? Will reacting improve the situation or my state of mind? This pause creates space for clarity. It shifts you from being a puppet of your emotions to the master of your responses. The pause isn't just about avoiding conflict. It's about reclaiming your peace. It allows you to assess what truly matters and align your actions with your values. This practice doesn't make you passive, it makes you powerful. Over time, you'll notice an incredible change. You'll feel lighter, less burdened by the noise of the world, and more focused on what genuinely deserves your attention. 2. Insults reflect them, not you. When someone disrespects you or lashes out, it's easy to feel offended. But have you ever stopped to consider that their words say more about them than about you? The Stoics remind us that disrespect is often a projection of someone's own struggles, insecurities, or lack of self-control. Picture this. Someone mocks your appearance or dismisses your ideas. What do their words actually mean? Are they rooted in truth, or are they a reflection of their state of mind? By understanding this, you can detach from their negativity. You don't need to carry the weight of their judgment. Marcus Aurelius put it beautifully. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. When you stop taking insults personally, you reclaim your mental space. Instead of reacting with anger, respond with indifference, or better yet, with quiet confidence. This not only preserves your peace, but also demonstrates true strength. 3. Complaints are self-sabotage. Complaining feels natural when things go wrong, but have you noticed how it rarely makes you feel better? Stoicism challenges us to see complaints for what they are, wasted energy. When you complain, you reinforce helplessness instead of focusing on solutions. Think of life as a ship in rough seas. Complaints are like punching holes in your own boat. They don't calm the waves, but they make your journey harder. Instead, Stoicism urges you to channel your energy into action. Ask yourself, what can I do to improve this situation? If there's nothing you can change, then let it go. Complaints also shape your mindset. They train you to see obstacles instead of opportunities, weakness instead of resilience. Refusing to complain builds mental toughness. It projects strength to others, and most importantly, to yourself. Remember, every moment spent complaining is a moment stolen from your peace and progress. 4. Calmness is true strength. Strength is often misunderstood as physical power, loud dominance, or the ability to intimidate others. However, the Stoics teach that true strength lies in calmness, the ability to maintain composure and clarity even in the face of adversity. Calmness is not a sign of weakness. It's the hallmark of someone who has mastered themselves. Picture a storm raging at sea. Most would panic, letting fear and chaos dictate their actions. But a calm sailor, grounded and composed, navigates the storm with precision and wisdom. Similarly, in life, remaining calm allows you to face challenges with grace, turning obstacles into opportunities. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, famously said, "The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength." This insight reflects the essence of Stoic thought. Control what you can and release what you cannot. A calm mind doesn't react impulsively, but responds thoughtfully, making it a fortress against external turmoil. Achieving this level of calmness requires consistent practice. Begin by observing your emotions without judgment. When anger, frustration, or anxiety arises, take a moment to breathe and reflect. Ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Will reacting improve the situation? These simple questions help you distance yourself from impulsive reactions. Over time, calmness becomes your natural state, giving you an edge in decision-making, relationships, and personal growth. It enables you to approach life's ups and downs with resilience and wisdom. Remember, staying calm doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, but mastering them. It's about knowing when to act and when to let go. In a world filled with noise and distractions, the calm person stands out. They are the ones people look to for guidance, trust, and stability. By cultivating calmness, you embody true strength, one that no storm can shatter. 5. Ego is the enemy. Ego is a double-edged sword. While a healthy sense of self can drive ambition and achievement, an inflated ego becomes a prison. It blinds you to growth, stifles relationships, and creates unnecessary conflict. The Stoics saw ego as one of humanity's greatest threats, urging us to recognize and dismantle it. Ego often whispers lies. You're always right. You deserve more. You're above others. These thoughts feed a false sense of superiority, leading to defensiveness and poor decision-making. In contrast, humility, ego's opposite, is a gateway to wisdom and understanding. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not think yourself harmed, and you have not been." This reminds us that ego often distorts reality, making us see insults or setbacks where none exist. By stepping back and examining situations without ego, you gain clarity and respond with grace. Destroying ego starts with self-awareness. Ask yourself, am I seeking validation? Am I reacting out of pride? Recognizing these patterns allows you to replace ego-driven reactions with thoughtful actions. This doesn't diminish your confidence, it strengthens it. True confidence comes from within, not from comparisons or external approval. Letting go of ego also improves relationships. When you stop needing to prove yourself, you become a better listener, collaborator, and friend. You no longer view others as competitors, but as partners in growth. This humility fosters trust and respect, qualities that ego can never achieve. Ultimately, ego is a false ally. It promises power, but delivers isolation. By shedding your ego, you free yourself to live authentically, embracing life's challenges and lessons with an open heart and mind. Ego may be the enemy, but humility and self-awareness are your greatest allies. 6. Guarding your attention. In a world flooded with information, your attention is your most valuable asset. The Stoics understood this long before the advent of social media or 24/7 news. They taught that where you direct your focus shapes your thoughts, actions, and ultimately your character. Every day, countless distractions compete for your attention. From endless notifications to trivial gossip, these distractions pull you away from what truly matters. The Stoics believed that guarding your attention was essential to living a purposeful and fulfilling life. Imagine your mind as a garden. Allowing in every external influence is like letting weeds overrun your garden, choking out the flowers. But if you carefully choose what to focus on, whether it's meaningful conversations, learning, or self-reflection, you cultivate a thriving mental space. Guarding your attention starts with mindfulness. Pay close attention to what consumes your time and energy. Ask yourself, does this align with my values? Is this contributing to my growth? If not, it's time to let it go. This principle applies not only to external distractions, but also to your inner dialogue. Are you dwelling on regrets or fears? The Stoics advised focusing on what you can control and releasing what you cannot. This shift frees your attention for constructive thoughts and actions. Choosing your environment wisely is equally important. Surround yourself with people and influences that inspire you, not those that drain or mislead you. Seneca warned against wasting time, calling it the one resource we cannot replenish. Every moment spent on distractions is a moment lost forever. Guarding your attention isn't about shutting out the world, but about being intentional. It's about recognizing that your focus is finite and using it wisely. By doing so, you reclaim your power, clarity, and peace of mind. In a society where attention is currency, learning to guard it is a superpower. It allows you to live with purpose, achieve your goals, and build a life that reflects your true values. The Stoics knew this secret, and now so do you. 7. The power of perspective. Life is not inherently good or bad. It's our perspective that defines our experience. The Stoics believed in the transformative power of perspective, our ability to frame situations in ways that empower us rather than diminish us. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Imagine two people stuck in a traffic jam. One person fumes with frustration, seeing it as a waste of time. The other sees it as an opportunity to listen to a podcast or reflect quietly. The situation is identical, but their experiences are worlds apart. This difference is the power of perspective. Stoicism teaches that our interpretations, not the events themselves, cause our distress. By reframing challenges, we turn them into opportunities for growth. For example, instead of viewing failure as defeat, see it as a lesson. Instead of resenting criticism, use it as a tool for self-improvement. Perspective also allows us to find gratitude in adversity. Epictetus emphasized that we should practice gratitude even in the face of difficulty. This doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it's about finding silver linings, acknowledging the lessons, resilience, or connections that hardships bring. Cultivating this mindset takes practice. Start by questioning your initial reactions. Ask yourself, is there another way to see this? What can I learn from this situation? Over time, this habit rewires your thinking, helping you respond to life with optimism and clarity. This principle doesn't just apply to personal struggles, but also to broader challenges. When faced with setbacks, consider the bigger picture. Many of history's greatest achievements arose from adversity. By shifting your perspective, you too can turn obstacles into stepping stones. Ultimately, perspective is a choice. You can let circumstances dictate your mood and actions, or you can reclaim control. The Stoics remind us that while we may not control external events, we always control our inner world. With the power of perspective, life becomes a canvas where even the darkest strokes contribute to a meaningful masterpiece. 8. Discipline equals freedom. Discipline might sound like a constraint, but the Stoics understood it as the key to true freedom. Without discipline, we become slaves to our impulses, desires, and distractions. With discipline, we gain mastery over ourselves and, by extension, our lives. Epictetus advised, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This wisdom highlights the paradox of discipline. By setting rules for ourselves, we liberate our potential. Imagine an artist who practices daily. Their discipline unlocks creativity and skill, enabling them to express themselves freely. Discipline isn't about harsh self-denial. It's about aligning your actions with your values and goals. It's the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Without it, dreams remain fantasies. With it, they become reality. One practical way to build discipline is by starting small. The Stoics believed in gradual progress, emphasizing that consistent effort outweighs sporadic intensity. Begin with manageable commitments, a daily walk, 10 minutes of meditation, or reading a page a day. These small acts compound over time, creating lasting habits. Discipline also requires clarity. Define your priorities and eliminate distractions. Seneca wisely noted, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." By focusing on what truly matters, you direct your energy effectively, avoiding burnout and regret. However, discipline isn't about perfection. The Stoics understood that humans are fallible. What matters is persistence, the ability to get back on track after setbacks. Treat failures as learning opportunities rather than excuses to quit. The rewards of discipline are profound. It fosters self-respect, resilience, and confidence. It frees you from the chaos of procrastination and regret, allowing you to live intentionally. Over time, disciplined habits become second nature, reducing the need for willpower. In a world that often glorifies instant gratification, discipline sets you apart. It's the foundation of success, fulfillment, and peace of mind. By embracing discipline, you unlock the freedom to live a life that reflects your highest aspirations. The Stoics understood this timeless truth, and it remains as relevant today as ever. 9. Embracing change and impermanence. Change is the only constant in life, yet it is often met with resistance and fear. The Stoics, however, embraced change as a natural and necessary part of existence. They recognized that impermanence is not a curse, but a fundamental aspect of life that brings opportunities for growth and renewal. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Observe constantly that all things take place by change, and accustom yourself to consider that the nature of the universe delights in changing the things that are and making new things like them." This insight encourages us to see change not as a loss, but as a transformation, a gateway to something new. Consider how trees shed their leaves in autumn to make way for spring's fresh growth. Similarly, life's changes, whether they're career shifts, personal relationships, or aging, are opportunities to evolve. By accepting this reality, we free ourselves from the burden of clinging to what no longer serves us. Stoicism teaches us to prepare mentally for change by practicing premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This involves visualizing potential challenges or losses, not to dwell in negativity, but to build resilience and reduce the shock when they occur. For example, reflecting on the impermanence of material possessions or relationships helps us cherish them without becoming overly attached. Change also invites us to focus on what we can control, our reactions, attitudes, and actions. While we may not stop the passage of time or prevent life's upheavals, we can choose how we respond. This perspective empowers us to navigate change with grace and adaptability. Furthermore, impermanence can enhance our appreciation for the present. Knowing that moments are fleeting inspires us to savor them fully. Whether it's a sunset, a conversation with a loved one, or a personal achievement, recognizing its temporary nature deepens its significance. Embracing change requires courage and trust in life's unfolding. It's a mindset that transforms fear into acceptance and resistance into flow. By aligning with the Stoic principle of accepting impermanence, we cultivate inner peace and resilience, enabling us to thrive in an ever-changing world. 10. Living with purpose. At the heart of Stoic philosophy is the idea of living with purpose. To the Stoics, life's ultimate goal was not fame, wealth, or pleasure, but eudaimonia, a state of flourishing achieved by living in harmony with virtue and reason. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This statement underscores the importance of clarity and intentionality in how we spend our days. Living with purpose means aligning your actions with your core values and pursuing what truly matters to you. Purpose begins with self-reflection. What are your principles? What legacy do you want to leave behind? The Stoics believed that understanding your logos, or rational nature, helps you identify your unique role in the larger scheme of life. By discovering and embracing your purpose, you create a sense of direction that anchors you amid life's uncertainties. A purposeful life doesn't require grand achievements. It's about consistent alignment with your values. For instance, being a compassionate friend, an attentive parent, or a diligent worker can all be expressions of purpose if they reflect your principles. Purpose is found in the day-to-day, in the small yet meaningful actions that contribute to the greater good. Living with purpose also involves rejecting distractions and trivial pursuits. In a world saturated with noise and temptation, staying focused on what truly matters is a profound act of self-discipline. As Marcus Aurelius advised, if you seek tranquility, do less. Or, more accurately, do what's essential. Purpose fuels resilience. When you have a clear sense of why you do what you do, setbacks become easier to endure. Challenges are reframed as part of the journey, not insurmountable barriers. This mindset fosters perseverance and optimism, helping you stay the course even when times are tough. Ultimately, living with purpose brings fulfillment. It's not about external validation, but about knowing you've lived authentically and meaningfully. The Stoics remind us that while we can't control the length of our lives, we can control their depth and impact. By embracing purpose, we ensure that every moment contributes to a life well lived. Stoicism is more than a philosophy. It is a way of life that empowers us to thrive amidst challenges and uncertainties. Its principles, focusing on what we can control, practicing gratitude, embracing impermanence, and living with purpose, offer timeless wisdom that remains profoundly relevant in our modern world. By adopting Stoic practices, we cultivate resilience, clarity, and inner peace. Life's external circumstances may be unpredictable, but our ability to respond with virtue and reason is always within our grasp.